Hello and welcome to the 1099 Contractor with specifics for locums. Here's what you need to know for a Sep versus Solo 401k in 2023. Finances require consistent action. Make sure you grab your coffee and let's go through some things. So first, the Sep IRA. It's usually a rolling kind of setup. So if in 2019 you meant to put money in and you set it up in 2020 before you did your taxes for 2019, you could still put in your employer portion of your net income, 20% for a sole proprietorship or a single member LLC, or 25% for an S corporation. You can't take a loan on it, and for your employees, you got to make sure you're putting in the same amount in their Sep IRA as you do for your Sep IRA if you have an employee. Otherwise, for a solo 401k, employees can put up to the maximum portion of their income and 25% as an employer, also limited by the 20% if you're a sole proprietorship or single member LLC. Make sure you verify with your accountant how much you need to be putting in, and this must be set up by December 31st of the first tax year that you are going to put money in for, and you're still able to put money in the following year up until you file your taxes. You can always take a loan off of Solo 401k if you needed to. As always, there's maximum portions that can come into your retirement, and you need to make sure that you're doing what your accountant and financial advisors would most suggest. If you're over 50, you can do your catch-up contributions into a solo 401k, and you may have that option as a Sep IRA. Make sure that you are looking at either your pre-tax and your post-tax options, and make sure that if you are really considering a self-directed solo 401k, talk to the Retirement Guardians and Jordan Shepard. He set up mine and did a great job. He also does a lot of explaining and helping you to roll over any of your other IRAs or other money that you would like in your solo 401k, especially if you're doing a self-directed option, in order to invest in things that are maybe other than the stock market. You can find a link to him below in the description, as well as go to the 1099contractor.com or the self-directed solo 401k within the Locum CRNA page if you are going there. Remember to understand the product that you're signing up for. So if you're going to E-Trade and setting up a Sep IRA, make sure that you ask questions. I mean, doing things on your own is not always the easiest, but it may be the cheapest option, but it can get you into trouble too. So make sure, I'm not an accountant, lawyer, or a tax attorney. Make sure that you use your advisors and find out exactly what you need to do and how much you can put in, and make sure that you're not going to affect other areas of your life. And, if you have employees, it's definitely best to find a lawyer, tax lawyer, or accountant that knows your situation and can best advise you. Definitely one of the hardest things is finding out what question to ask and what the best question is, not just asking a very vague question like, what do I need to do? Or how do I just set up this account without having the full background of your situation. So make sure that when we are asking how we can best offset taxes for now and for later, that you're getting full advice that is very specific to your situation. Of course, you're not going to get that in a podcast or a YouTube channel, but you can definitely get that with both fee-only and non-fiduciary advisors. But you need to know who you're talking to and get the best advice for you and your situation. Also, I want to talk to you in the future about doing other types of videos, one on the electronic tax filing system, EFTPS, how to avoid some fines and penalties with the IRS, especially if you're just starting up your S corporation or C corporation. Well, probably not the C corporation because that's a bigger type of business, but your LLC, your sole member proprietorship, or anything that would be filed on your S corporation taxes or Schedule Cs. And we also talk about write-offs and other expenses. So please make sure you're subscribing, liking the channel if it's Facebook, and also sign up for our newsletter, which is available at the 1099 Contractor or Locum CRNA page, as we'll continue to put out some email newsletters as well in the future. And make sure that you are looking at the pro tip, because today, 2023's mileage deduction is 65.5 cents a mile. Make sure that you're using an application or updating your spreadsheets with your trips, because you need to have a log of all the mileage and how it relates. If you're writing off a vehicle, your mileage may not be deductible, so you need to talk to your accountant and make sure that you're getting the best deductions for you in this tax year as well as in the future. So make sure that you are looking up if it does change in 2023. I'll try and let you know as far as that goes in the websites, the Facebook pages, and that kind of thing.